Suppose you're driving your friend's car and you're stopped by a police officer. You know that your friend has illegal drugs in the trunk. After taking your license and registration, the police officer asks, "May I look in the trunk?" He adds, "By the way, your tire pressure is low." Do you open the trunk for him? In our experiment, 29% of respondents said yes. This histogram shows the counts of yes versus no responses along with confidence levels in a 1 to 5 scale. A confident yes is at the very top, and a confident no is at the bottom. This scenario was designed to be similar to the famous Bustamante legal case. Solon and Tiersma remark how strange it is that the driver of the car allowed the police officer to search the vehicle, considering it's in direct opposition to the person's best interests. The legal question that arises here is, did the person who controls the property freely and voluntarily consent to the search? We did an experiment that gets at this question by manipulating whether the police officer informs the driver of their legal right to refuse, according to US law. In the version you saw, the officer gave no information and said some fluff like, "By the way, your tire pressure is low." In another condition, the police officer explicitly mentioned the driver's legal right to refuse. And we also had a condition where the same information was given by the narrator. We found that when a participant is informed, the rate at which they agree to the search drops dramatically. Some still say yes, but more people say no and with a higher degree of confidence. These differences are statistically significant. Another variable we manipulated was the degree of culpability. In the first scenario, you were aware that there was something in the trunk. We also had a scenario where you were uncertain, and another one where you knew it was empty. As you might expect, people agreed to the search more often when culpability was lower. People are aware that saying yes might make them seem less guilty. And indeed, the comments suggest this, such as the person who said, "I will abide by his request because I'm sure if I say no, he will be even more suspicious of me." Other comments also hinted at the fact that saying no may not be as viable an alternative as saying yes. Returning to our original question, is consent freely and voluntarily given in the Bustamante scenario? Signs point to no. Our findings suggest that yes can be viewed as an insincere speech act of giving consent, or as uncooperative in a Gricean sense. From a linguistics perspective, this contributes to the growing body of work pushing past the boundaries of Gricean cooperativity. And similarly to Yoon et al.'s study of politeness, we observe a trade off between sincerity and other goals. From a broader societal perspective, we conclude that consent to a search is not freely given when officers don't inform people of their legal right to refuse.